What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we got some even more WWE news for you guys, including the latest on what is going to be happening with The Undertaker after WrestleMania. Like, what does, basically the plans revealed, if you will, for The Undertaker after his match with AJ Styles, and also the latest on what William Regal had to say about two NXT champions being back home in their homes in the UK because of this pandemic. So we're gonna kick this off with a little bit of backstage heat because somebody got a little bit of the heat. And that person, if my laptop will go, okay, well apparently my laptop ain't gonna work. So let's go off, get back on to What Culture. Because a certain Hall of Famer got a little bit of backstage heat after what happened at WrestleMania. And also, too, there's also one other piece of news as well, including including what was supposed to have happened during WrestleMania. So let's see. And I'm also going to be talking about as well, if I can find that here. Okay, so here is the so I need this. So let's kick this off with what's going to be going on with The Undertaker. So here we are. So the article is titled "Backstage Update on WWE's Plans for The Undertaker After WrestleMania 36." Quote unquote, the dead man died so that Biker Taker 2.0 could live. Basically, I believe, I'm gonna say this was by, yep, I was right, Andy Murray. Shoutouts to Andy Murray from What Culture. I'm telling you guys, if you guys have not checked out Wrestle Talk or What Culture, check them out. They are incredible. Something wrong with my beard? I feel like there's something wrong with my beard over here. Anyway, anyway, guys, yeah, as you guys can tell, I just shaved earlier. My beard, my facial hair was getting a little musty. Anyway, so here is the full article for what the plans are for The Undertaker. So according to Andy Murray from What Culture, he writes, "It looks like The Undertaker has indeed left his old dead man character in the dust following WrestleMania 36 awesome Boneyard match with AJ Styles. WrestleVotes tweeted the following on Tuesday, confirming that the legend will continue being presented as he was in the Boneyard for the foreseeable future. Quote, all indications from 3 different sources I've spoke to believe that whenever we see The Undertaker next, it will indeed be this new ABA-style Taker from the Boneyard match this past Saturday. While not quite the American badass of old, the old Undertaker's WrestleMania 36 called back to that era with the future Hall of Famer entering to a Metallica track. I think it was "We Are Not Dead Yet" or something like that. Somewhere around there. Riding his motorcycle to the battleground, dressing in leather, reviving his old Clint Eastwood bit, and constantly trash talking his Styles throughout the clash. In which, if you guys did not watch that match, that Boneyard match, you guys definitely should, because there's some serious one in my pants. Because that match was absolutely incredible. This hyper character makes sense for for Undertaker at this stage in his career. The grizzled, gnarled veteran gunslinger persona is an extension of who he is in real life. That his wife Michelle McCool was constantly brought into the Styles feud, throughout which AJ referred to him as Mark. As you guys know, his actual name is Mark Calloway, I think. Suggests WWE will have Undertaker's reality reflect in his art, at least for now. Transitioning into the WWE cinematic universe with this character would add years to Taker's career too. Here's hoping that any future matches to go down in this realm are of similar quality to the Boneyard. So here's the thing. I think I spoke about it on Monday's video. I spoke about how the American Badass persona of the Undertaker actually was a major success for a pretty long while, and what's interesting enough is that don't mind the background noise. My grandfather is actually making dinner right now, but the persona, the American Badass character of The Undertaker started back in 2000 when he returned to WWE after, I think he was sidelined with an injury. He was sidelined with an injury that took him off, that put him on the shelf for almost a year, actually. Let him from July 1999 to June? I think June of 2000, so almost a year. As crazy as it sounds, almost a year. And when he did return, not only was he a babyface at that time, but he was also, he came in on a motorcycle, long ass leather jacket and everything, bandana, whatnot, and he basically brought in his real life persona, if you will, and that run gave him, if I remember correctly, I think it was 3 tag team titles, all of which he was with Kane. It got him to several shots at the WWE Championship. It got him to the WWE Hardcore title, now the 24/7 title, and it even also got him to a rivalry with Brock Lesnar, which by the way, that's mango orange juice. It's actually not bad. Which was actually the true start of Brock's career, and then in 2003, after 2003, when he got buried alive by both Vince and Kane at Survivor Series in 2003, he came back at WrestleMania 20 in Madison Square Garden back in 2004 as the Dead Man, coming out slow, the slow walk, all of that. And from that point up until now, he has had several world titles. Yeah, I think he's had several world titles, a Royal Rumble win, and also several incredible WrestleMania victories over Batista, Edge, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, CM Punk as well, just to name a few. John Cena as well, and now I mean this new character of his, I love it. I think it'll be a great way for WWE to showcase the true Undertaker, the true Mark Calloway that is The Undertaker. Alright, you guys, So now, the big question here is, who got some backstage heat in WWE? The answer is actually Goldberg. So once again, shout out to Andy Murray for writing this article. And it basically, the title names is Huge Backstage Heat on Bill Goldberg in WWE with a question mark. A new report from WrestleZone, I cannot speak, states that Bill Goldberg may have backstage heat in WWE stemming from recent behind the scenes happenings. The write-up states that Goldberg pushed hard to defeat the Fiend's Bray Wyatt and become Universal Champion, leading to a last-minute change in WWE's booking plans. Wyatt was originally going over, but out of fear of damaging his image, Bill talked them into giving him creative control, arguing that younger fans would want to see his superhero character topple the monster, save the day, and come out on top. Bray agreed to put the WWE Hall of Famer over, enhancing his own respect levels in the locker room. He dropped a strap that his former stablemate Braun Strowman would then take from Goldberg at WrestleMania. So obviously, this is basically pertaining to what happened at WWE Super Showdown back in February, a couple months back, basically. It had previously been reported that WrestleMania was the last date on Goldberg's current WWE deal. If WrestleZone's report is accurate, it's safe to assume that the promotion may not be too keen to bring him back in a hurry. Fans were left aghast by the decision to give Goldberg the victory, if you will, at Wyatt's expense. So perhaps the story goes some way to explain why it happened. Let's see if Bray gets back into the hunt now that Braun has the gold. So, just reading that article right now, and if you guys are wondering, in the background, my grandparents are arguing because a couple weeks ago, my grandmother's blood sugar was low and she was sent to the hospital. Anyway, so obviously we all knew that at Super Showdown, we knew right then and there, we knew that Goldberg was gonna get so much heat from his victory over Bray Wyatt, over the Fiend Bray Wyatt, and ironically enough, it's funny because I know that I sent out a tweet saying that saying that Goldberg deserved it. Truth be told, he did. He did deserve it. It's been a while since he's been champion, but the one thing that a lot of people did not, kind of forgot was the fact that Goldberg was one of the guys that took WCW and gave them so many victories during the Monday Night Wars, and right around that time, right around that time, there was a lot of people who said that Goldberg didn't deserve it. Bray Wyatt should have won. Honestly, I find honestly though, I think it's weird, but at the same time, Goldberg did win. But for Braun Strowman to take the title off of Goldberg, I think honestly that was the best decision that they made, considering the fact that the original plan, based on the reports that I've seen, the original plan was to have Bray Wyatt lose the title to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania But because that Roman Reigns was taken out of WrestleMania because of this pandemic and because that he had his leukemia, he didn't want to risk it. So WWE, decided to go towards the route where Goldberg wins the title at Super Showdown, and then drops the title to Braun Strowman. Which honestly, I think that was great because it'll tie so well into Braun's original rivalry with Sami Zayn. It'll tie in so perfectly if they book it correct. If they book it right. Alright, you guys, now I'm going to be talking about why Charlotte Flair won the NXT Women's Championship from Rhea Ripley. And the big reason is because of the fact that Rhea's visa was about to expire. So, according to this report by WrestleTalk, and this time shoutouts to Benjamin Richardson from What Culture. He writes, so the article here is WWE's Rhea Ripley has not left the U.S. Despite reports to the contrary recently to post, NXT champion Rhea Ripley has not departed the U.S. for her homeland of Australia. A report in PW Insider yesterday, I believe this was like earlier this week, I think like today or something like that, suggested that Ripley had headed back down under following the expiry of her work visa. This was immediately refuted by the superstar, who posted an Instagram post depicting her cooking for her boyfriend in Orlando, Florida. Ripley confirmed her situation with another Instagram story this morning. Very simply, she wrote, "Yo, wrestling world, still in America." Ripley's defeat to Charlotte Flair at WrestleMania 36 over the weekend had been linked by some to her apparent departure. A suggestion subsequently refuted by Dave Meltzer, speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio. Obviously, the fact that Rhea's staying put settles that particular debate. So there were rumors saying that her visa was about to expire. Obviously because she was born and raised in Adelaide, South Australia, and she wanted to be a WWE superstar. She wanted to make do something incredible with her life, and I think the fact that Rhea Ripley has done so much for the WWE, not just on NXT UK but also in NXT, is amazing, is incredible. It's absolutely incredible, and I honestly can't wait to see what the future holds for her. In fact, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if she got called up to the main roster. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Alright, you guys, so now I'm going to be talking... Alright, so you know what? So tomorrow... So I know that I did say that for today's video I was going to be talking about what was going to happen for WrestleMania 36 had it took place at Raymond James Stadium. But that's going to be for tomorrow's video. There is one thing that I do want to talk about, and it's the fact that we are now going to be having ourselves 2 brand new champions. So apparently, here's the article here. So this was by WrestleTalk. So shoutouts to Louise Dangour from WrestleTalk. So let's see here. Angel Garza dropped the NXT Cruiserweight Championship to NXT UK superstar Jordan Devlin at Worlds Collide back in January. But then it was rumored that Devlin would defend his title across both NXT and NXT UK in the upcoming months, as well as 205 Live. Remember, because that Jordan Devlin is under 205, is under 205 pounds, he could also defend it on 205 Live as well. It remains to be seen whether this was the plan, but due to the Crush Card pandemic, yes, I have to say Crush Card, because, yeah, limiting travel across countries, Devlin has been unable to return to the U.S. and defend the title. Taking this into account, WWE has confirmed on the bump that while Devlin will not be stripped of the title, a tournament will take place to crown an interim champion while he is unable to make shows in the U.S. Very few details have been released about the tournament, but WWE said more info will be available in the coming days. So apparently, on the matter, WWE had the following to say. On Wednesday morning's edition of WWE's The Bump, NXT General Manager William Regal revealed that a tournament to crown an interim NXT Cruiserweight Champion will be held in the coming weeks since reigning title holder Jordan Devlin is in the UK and currently unable to defend his title due to current circumstances. Details on the tournament, including the entrance of and the full bracket, will be revealed in the coming days on WWE's digital and social platforms. So be sure to stick with us as more news breaks on this developing situation. While it was not confirmed, it is believed that Devlin will face the interim champion in a Cruiserweight Championship unification match when it is safe for him to return to the U.S. So obviously we could see this at some point in June, sometime between June and August. So right around there we will see. In June we'll see an NXT takeover, and then in August we'll see NXT takeover Boston if the circumstances clear up and everybody is able to, and we're all back to normal. Devlin is not the only NXT champion currently stuck in the UK. Former NXT UK champion and current tag team champion Pete Dunne is also in the UK and is also unable to return to America. While he also hasn't announced a tournament to crown the interim tag team champions, NXT General Manager William Regal said that he does have some decisions to make with regards to the future of the tag team titles. This is certainly a very interesting time for NXT to announce a tournament. AEW's TNT Championship tournament is also set to kick off tonight, so it seems like this may be a way for WWE to try and get viewers to watch NXT instead. So again, this ties to the Wednesday night wars between NXT and AEW because both shows air on the same time at the same time, but on different networks. So obviously NXT is on USA and AEW Dynamite, I believe is the name, is on TNT, which ties perfectly because WCW Monday Nitro was also on TNT. Honestly, though, if there was any person that would make a great interim NXT Cruiserweight champion, hands down, in my personal opinion, definitely Isaiah Scott. I think because that Scott was the one that got pinned by Jordan Devlin at Worlds Collide back in January, it would make perfect sense for Isaiah Scott to win the title. And as far as the tag team titles go, I would have to say Grizzled Young Veterans. I think they've got a bright future ahead of them in WWE. I could definitely see them becoming champions at some point down the road. And why not the interim tag team champions be the Grizzled Young Veterans, and then have both the Broserweights and the Grizzled Young Veterans duke it out for the undisputed tag team championship. Anyway, guys, that's actually going to do it for this video. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts. Question of the day. I'm going to be doing a question of the day because I want your guys' opinion. So the question of the day is this: do you guys think that it was wise for WWE to have Braun Strowman take the Universal Championship off of Goldberg? And what do you think? What do you think Braun Strowman's future hold? What do you think? Like, you guys know what I'm saying. You guys know what I'm saying. Basically, I'm asking if it was the right decision for Goldberg to drop the title to Braun Strowman, and whether or not we could see him defend the title against Bray Wyatt. That's the question. That's the question. Comment below. I want your guys' opinion, and I will be reading your comments, and I just might reply to them. You never know. But with that being said, that is gonna do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash the thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you guys don't miss out on any new content that comes your way. Be sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. My links are down in the description below. And if you guys have any fan mail that you want to send me, I know that I postpone it. But if you guys do have any fan mail that you want to send me, my address will be in the description below as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.